Notable extreme metal albums, 1991. I'm making these videos to sort of catalogue my collection, and also for you to recommend me stuff that I've forgotten about, because there'll be loads of albums that I haven't got that I would like to listen to and add to this list. So recommend me anything you think that is really good, and I will listen to everything, and if I really like it, I'll add it to the playlist. And if not, it'll be in the comments for everyone else to check out anyway. So cool. Right, let's get into it. 1991. We've got a bit of Carcass to start off with. I'm not the biggest Carcass fan in the world, but there's no denying the impact they had on the extreme metal world. Necrotism is, well, you got Corporal Jigs of Condry on there, which is probably still one of their all-time most famous songs. Yeah, it's a really, really great album. I think this is the album Michael Lamont came in, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Yes, it is, yeah. I don't think he was in them before this, so he's definitely added his sort of melodic element to Carcass, which obviously came to its full fruition in Heartwork. But yeah, it's still a really, really great death metal album, so that's definitely going in there. Oh yes, that's more like it, for my taste anyway. Bit of Broken Hope, Swamped in Gore. Joe Vitek is one of the most underrated guttural vocalists of all time, easily. Yeah, he's got a little bit of reverb on his vocals, but even so, his gutturals are immense. What a voice. And just really cool, sort of simple song structures, but just super, super heavy. Loads of good energy on this this debut, Broken Hope. Yeah, very underrated band. If you've never heard of them before, definitely check them out. Simple but effective. Right, what are we going to go for next? Oh yes, well, we had Death Spiritual Healing in 1990, and of course in 1991, Human came out. Now the jump between Spiritual Healing and Human is pretty immense, to my ears at least anyway. What have we got? Scream Bloody Gore, Leprosy, Spiritual Healing. They're all really good thrash records, but they're definitely thrash. They're like thrashy death metal for sure. You've got that constant sort of boom, boom, boom on the snare. Whereas Death Human, well, I think it's Sean Reinhart coming on drums, and yeah, I mean, what he does with the drums is pretty extraordinary. There's not really any too much straightforward thrash beats anymore. It's more just crazy fills and everything. I'd be interested to know whether Chuck actually wrote this as a band, or whether Chuck had written the music and then jammed it out with the guys. But yeah, it's a huge leap just for metal in general into this sort of, well, just for me, it's when Death really became Death and solidified that sort of sound all the way up to the sound of Perseverance, of just being like pushing the boundaries of what music is or what metal is. But yeah, wow, what an album. Just fantastic album. Just pretty much like every Death album is going to be hugely notable. So yeah, awesome. Next up, I don't have a lot from 1991. I can already think of, I did have one on vinyl, but I gave it to a good friend, so I can already think of that one, which is an amazing album, and another album which for some reason I don't own, but I should own. Anyway, I'll get into the top three of the ones that I do actually own. So for me, one of my all-time favourite bands, I own all their full-length albums, and that's of course Malevolent Creation. Yeah, what a fucking cool band, man. Love this band. Brett Hoffman's one of my favourite vocalists of all time. He's not really guttural, but he's got that, yeah, that sort of raspy, like, whoa, yeah, he's a fucking good vocalist, man. And yeah, Malevolent Creation always sort of reminded me of like a heavier version of Slayer sort of thing, or like more driven, and just some great sort of like those Slayer type thrashy riffs, but faster and heavier. And I just love Malevolent Creation. I could listen to them all day long, and I often do. Well, maybe not all day, but I have listened to them a lot, and they are one of my favourite bands, so that's definitely going in there. What a debut. Next up, I've listened to this more times than I can count. I really don't know how many times I've listened to this, but for me, this is sort of peak Sepultura. Arise is, yeah, it's just, the songwriting is just starting to change. To sort of be, I don't know, more accessible songs maybe, or less like thrash, full-on thrash derived, whereas Beneath the Remains is like full-on all the time. But it's still such a driving and just awesome record. Well, like peak Sepultura for me. Yeah, wow, what an album. Just, I can't fault it. It's amazing, still listen to it all the time. Yeah, fucking excellent. And then this would probably be my favourite one out of the ones that I own. It would probably be my favourite. It's definitely one of my favourite Corpse albums of all time anyway, Butchered at Birth. I love the attitude, aggression, feeling, darkness. This is a very important record, I think, because Chris Barnes went from the sort of like more thrashy, shouty vocals on Eaten Back to Life down to Butchered at Birth, which is just like ultra guttural. Yeah, just the attitude, the sort of dark feeling, that but still got that like energy, punky sort of, I don't know, like youthful energy to the, oh man, love this album. And yeah, it's one of my favourite Corpse albums to this day for sure. It's definitely in the top 3 of the Corpse albums, for my personal taste anyway. Yeah, just absolute fantastic album, and yeah, horrendous artwork. It still has the ability to shock even today, so not bad for being released in 1991. I think that's about it for a minute, apart from the 2 that I know that I've missed, which is Atheist, Unquestionable Presence, that I used to own vinyl. That would definitely be in there, fantastic band. And one that I don't own, which is Suffocation, Effigy of the Forgotten, which I definitely should own, but I don't own it for some reason. So those 2 are definitely going in the list. But yeah, check it out. Just get in, offer me up anything that you know of, any recommendations. I will check them all out, and like I said, if I like them enough, I'll add them into the playlist, and yeah, it'll be great for me to listen to in the future, and you too if you want to. Playlist will be linked here somewhere, so enjoy. Cool. See you later. Next up, 1992.